One day I went for a walk in the city. We returned after touring as usual. We had come near the palace. Just then we saw a chariot approaching. The chariot was surrounded by curtains of fine cloth. The horses of the chariot were white. I really liked their color. They were coming forward with five white plump dots. I was staring at those horses. In the meantime, one of them gave a funny blow to his neck. He was simply moving the chariot forward. Suddenly Shona shook his hand in mine and started running towards the chariot. I did not understand why he was running towards the chariot like crazy. In a moment he went in front of the chariot. I resented his stupidity. He was to be found under the chariot before I could reach him. What to do? Fear made my body tremble. He did not move for a moment, but as he was about to be found under the chariot, I gathered all my strength and shouted, Shona, wait! Somehow he stopped. The face in a horse's mouth was falling straight on Shona's head. But he was not aware of it. The black spot on his hand was ringing with love. Look at the chariot now. I saw a cat in his hand. He was a kitten. He wiped his thin eyes and started shouting in a very sorry tone. I didn't know what to say to Shona. I didn't want to be angry with him. Was it he began to move his hand lovingly from the back of the puppy in his hand. He was happy to have heaven in his hands. Squatting on his shoulders, little did he know that the northern hemisphere was covered in dust. All of a sudden, the mother of the puppy started screaming from somewhere. She started looking for her kiss here and there. The growl began to creep into our feet. I told Shona to put that puppy down. As soon as he put it in front of her, Gupkan grabbed his neck in his mouth and in an instant, the grunting spread. Leaving her child alone, where was she wandering from Magha? Now, if Shona had not dared, wouldn't it have been mixed with the dust on the highway? His sorry, would anyone have heard the sound? All of that kind of reminded me of Mother Radha. Her loving idol stood before her eyes. How much she cared for me today. If you have a mother, like Radhamat. I was stunned by the memory of Champangri. At that moment, the charioteer on the chariot of that royal chariot said, Atpa, get aside quickly. There is Queen Kunti Devi in the chariot. Rajmata Kunti Devi. I grabbed Shona's rod and quickly pulled her to one side. The chariot started roaring, dusting and running. Yes, a horse's seat was left empty. Are the horses in the palace running out? I muttered to myself.